This is the Boston Celtics news feed on CLNS Radio. Today is Saturday, March 4th, 2017. This is Corey Prescott reporting for CLNS Radio, the leading online provider of audio-video coverage for the Boston Celtics. If you were able to stay up well past midnight during the Boston Celtics' 115-95 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers, you were fortunate enough to witness a few positive transgressions from Boston's 40th win on the season, 5th best in the NBA. The lopsided victory allowed Brad Stevens to rest starters Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder for the entire fourth quarter, as Crowder's 27 minutes of action were 5 minutes below his season average, while Thomas scored 18 points and dished out 8 assists in 25 minutes of play, 9 minutes under his 34 minutes of play he averages this season. Given LA's resistance to defense, they've posted the second worst defensive rating this season according to NBA.com. This Celtics win should be taken with a large grain of salt. However, Jaylen Brown's increased level of play, as well as his incredible athletic ability on the basketball court, not be ignored. Brown owns averages of 13 points and 5 rebounds on 55% shooting from the floor and close to 44% from three-point distance over the course of his last 5 games, all 5 games following the NBA All-Star break. Perhaps most importantly, Brown is excelling in an unquantifiable statistic. The Rook looks like he belongs. Brown flushed home 2 of the Celtics' 8 dunks during the win against the Lakers, one of which came off of a quick spin against the helpless Jordan Clarkson. The other came in transition. With under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, Brown found Thomas out in transition for what would seem to be an easy layup. The Lakers, however, had no one back to prevent the Celtics' fast break. Sensing an opportunity that Brown actually called for Thomas to give him in the moment with a pass off the backboard, Thomas laid it off the backboard for Brown to go up, corral, and flush home with a boisterous dunk. Brown's most impressive play may have actually come off a play that didn't finish with his 2 hands on the rim. With under 7 minutes remaining and the game well out of reach, Brown caught an alley-oop pass from Avery Bradley with his left hand. In the air, with his balance still intact, Brown switched the ball over to his right hand for the and-one alley-oop layup. The aggressiveness in Brown's game has been apparent from day one, yet Bradley's injury, coupled with Brown's ability to harness his energy and aggressiveness and play through mistakes, has boosted his level of confidence to the point where he is now an integral member of the Celtics rotation. Going up against number 2 pick Brandon Ingram, who finished with 0 points on 0-2 shooting in 25 minutes of action, Brown has used being the 3rd pick in a, quote, 2-player draft as motivation. Said Brown after the game, quote, "Draft evaluations are fuel to the fire. I mean, that's how stuff goes. I can't control any of that stuff. I can just play my game. Yeah, I did take it as little bit as a jab or whatever, but I knew what I had to do. It's water under the bridge. Just keep playing, come out, play basketball, and prove everybody wrong." End quote. The Celtics continue their 5-game West Coast trip with an early evening showdown in the desert against the Phoenix Suns, who have won 2 games in a row, both at home. Tip-off is set for 5 p.m. Tune in to CLNS Radio for all your Celtics coverage. Were you bored watching the NBA All-Star Game? NBA Commissioner Adam Silver apparently was. According to reports, Silver met with Clippers point guard and president of the Players Union, Chris Paul, about making the game more competitive. No changes have been made yet, however, they appear well on their way, particularly with next year's festivities being held in Los Angeles. "We will change it by next year," Silver said. "It shouldn't be playoff intensity, but the guys should be playing." Have any recommendations for the All-Star Game that you'd personally like to deliver to Silver? Send them to his email address. Speaking at MIT's annual Sloan Sports Analytics Conference, Silver provided his email address for anyone looking to send suggestions. You can reach Adam at adam@nba.com. With the Celtics off tonight, there are 8 games on the NBA docket. The Pistons take on the Sixers. After a crucial win against the Wizards last night, the Raptors travel to Milwaukee to take on the Bucks. One night after connecting on an NBA record 25 made threes in their win against the Hawks, the Cavs travel to Miami to take on the Heat. The Bulls welcome the Clippers to Chicago in tonight's nationally televised game. Charlotte goes to Denver. Memphis travels to Houston. The Timberwolves take on the Spurs, and the last-place Nets continue their West Coast trip with the Trailblazers tonight. The Celtics newsfeed is being powered by the SeatGeek ticketing app, the smartest and easiest way to buy and sell sports and concert tickets. Get a $20 rebate on your first purchase by downloading the free SeatGeek app to your phone. Go to the Settings tab and click Add a Promo Code and enter the code CELTSNEWS. That's CELTS News, all one word, for a $20 rebate, and so SeatGeek knows who sent you. To stay up to speed on the 17-time world champions, follow CLNSradio.com on Twitter at CLNS Radio. Be sure to subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Radio mobile podcast app. This has been Corey Prescott for Celtics Newsfeed.